Next tonight, a retired police officer believes the murders of 3 women here in the West Country could have been carried out by one person.
Chris Clark has written a book looking into the deaths of Helen Fleet, Kate Bushell and Lynn Bryant. Ali Barker has been looking back at the cases.
3 different victims stabbed to death while out walking dogs. Their killer has never been found. Helen Fleet was attacked in Welbury Woods in Weston-super-Mare in March 1987.
Well, one is it's only 4 months old, which is a long time, but certainly we are continuing, and I'm very hopeful that at the end of the day we should find the person responsible.
But nearly 30 years on and the killer has not been found. 10 years later, in November 1997, 14-year-old Kate Bushell was stabbed while exercising a neighbour's Jack Russell. Her body was discovered by her father just a few hundred yards away from her family's home in Exwick in Devon. Neither the killer or weapon have ever been found. This is despite appeals made years later by her family and friends.
In that brutal attack, I lost a loving daughter and a good friend, with whom I shared everyday moments. I can still see Kate with her long flowing fair hair, her cheerful face and caring nature. I remember her big heart and miss her cuddles.
I just miss her being here.
It's just her sort of, wherever you were, you could always see Kate because she was so tall and walking down the corridor. And
or you'd hear her.
Or you'd hear her, yeah. It's just her smiling face, isn't it, really? You know, you always see her sort of grinning.
She was always so happy.
Yeah.
I don't think she ever had a bad day.
No.
Or got miserable, or had an argument, or she just, my memories of her that she was always happy.
Less than a year later, in 1998, Lynn Bryant was attacked while walking her dog near her home in Truro. The 41-year-old grandmother was stabbed in the neck, chest and back.
Although 10 years have passed, Lynn is still in our thoughts every day. It is particularly sad when we think about her not having the pleasure of seeing her 3 grandchildren growing up.
So all these years on, the question still remains, who did murder these women? And could they have been killed by the same person? Ellie Barker, ITV News.
Well, earlier I spoke to Chris Clark, who's written a book on those 3 murders, and I asked him what motivated him to research the cases.
My wife was nearly abducted as a teenager in 1971. As a result of that, I progressed to further crimes committed, which I believe were committed by Peter Sutcliffe, and then expanded to the 3 West Country cases of Helen Fleet, Kate Bushell and Lynn Bryant. And to me there were distinct similarities in all 3 crimes. They were females in isolated spots in rural areas of Somerset, Devon and Cornwall. There appeared to be no motive of a sexual or robbery nature on any of them.
That was author Chris Clark speaking to me a little earlier.